Whether or not a record makes it depends on this disc jockey and the hundreds like him. Carlos Nodal spins records at Honey for the Bears. It's a private club in Coconut Grove that's predominantly Latin.
Every club has its own personality. This happens to be a private club. We try to keep it very disco, very loose, but at the same time cozy. When you work all week as a plumber, when you get to the disco on Friday night, you got a suit on, you're no longer a plumber. You're just a disco goer.
DJs became popular during the recession of the early 70s because club owners couldn't afford live bands and DJs could provide the entertainment for less. Carlos is just one of 75 local DJs who belong to the Florida Record Pool, an organization that acts as the go-between for the record companies and the DJs.
The ultimate purpose of it is to take the product which the companies send us and equitably distribute it among the member disc jockeys. We give him a bin, and that bin is the repository for all his product, whether it be 45s, 12-inch discs, or LPs. And in return for the records, he has to additionally fill out a reaction sheet. The record company can get a reading from that particular disc jockey as to how the record is doing.
The DJs pick up new releases every Monday and Thursday.
I picked up about 6 records on Thursday. I really didn't get a chance to listen to all of them. I listened to about 4 of them. Out of the 4 that I listened to, I like one particular record, the Foxy record. It's a remix. Now, the album was already out and I had it, but the remix is much better. And I'm playing that. It's called Get Off, and it's on TK Records.
What's unusual is that this record and other disco tunes, if played by a DJ in a club, can sell 1 million records without ever making it on radio.
People in the disco music business have now discovered that you really don't necessarily have to have the major radio station in the area play your song before it can be a hit, which is backwards from what it always has been.
Cory, a local producer who works with TK Productions, experienced this unusual twist recently with one of his groups.
We just experienced with a record called Voyage, which is an album, which was an import that we bought. In New York alone, we sold 100,000 album units without it ever hitting the radio stations. That came because it was an instant success inside the discos. And everybody went up and they want to know who was playing that record or what was happening.
How about in Miami?
The same thing can happen here. The disco market is very sophisticated by nature of the fact that the people who go to the discotheques know their product.
The club DJ and his predecessor, the radio DJ, have their similarities and differences. The personal decision of the club DJ as to what record to play makes him very influential with the dancers and what music they hear and ultimately go out to buy. For the most part, he just spins records and does no talking. On the other hand, the radio DJ thrives on small talk with his listeners, and which records he plays is not an individual decision, but one based on a pre-planned rotative schedule. Each club is a little different, and so are the dancers. We'll take a look at both tomorrow night. AZCUY, Channel 4 News.